some very sad news today that former Wolves manager Graham Taylor has died aged 72. He managed Wolves from March 1994 to November 1995 and oversaw what was a thrilling time for the club. He joined Wolves after being sacked as England manager. It was a huge coup at the time for Wolves to land Taylor as their new manager, given a war chest by Sir Jack Hayward, spent an awful lot of money. And that 94-95 season was a real thriller. Wolves were top scorers in the league that year, but conceded as many as rock bottom Notts County. It was loads of 3-3s. But Wolves were beset by injuries. They made it to the playoffs that year, but couldn't quite get over the line and lost to Bolton, of course. And Taylor was handed out a few months later. But he certainly left his mark at Wolves and a legacy. He was the man that instigated what would be the training ground at Compton. Wolves didn't own a training ground at the time, but Taylor saw youth development and Wolves having their own training ground as key to their future. So he laid the foundations for what would be great success with the likes of Robbie Keane and Joleon Lescott coming through in later years, Lee Naylor, Matt Murray, the list goes on. I spoke to a few people who played under Taylor at Wolves today, who've paid some lovely tributes. In fact, Steve Bull called him a true gentleman. Andy Thompson was telling me how professional Graham Taylor was, and how he'll always remember his honesty. He was always very honest with his players. And Jeff Thomas, who was given all 9 of his England caps by Taylor and later played for him at Wolves, said he was one of the nicest men he's ever met in football.